Ask us your questions. We'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories. We'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary. We'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the show.
The podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby.
Hi, and I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis. And joining us today, though small in name, quite large in energy and vibes and
height,
fashion.
And
height.
Yeah.
Please welcome Naomi Smalls.
Hello. I'm so excited to be at the podcast.
Yes, this is not
welcome.
the show, baby. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
Long
We're
overdue.
Moving forward. So long overdue. You know, you used to live where we used to live, and then we moved here, and you followed us? Or did we follow you?
And
We
now we
followed her.
both live here.
We followed her, I
All
think.
three of us live here.
Indeed.
In the same house. We're actually announcing we are on the new season of Drag It into the House. What's that show? Isn't there like a new show?
Drag
We
Brother?
just did the yard.
Yes, this is our yard.
This is our yard.
This little trampoline. My husband made a
Installed.
trampoline, y'all.
Since
It's
you
'cause
love
our-
jumping to conclusions. I was waiting for it. I was like, I'm gonna.
Okay. We need to cut that clip because whenever someone badmouths Naomi and says that she's nothing more than just a tall, beautiful model, and by anybody I mean me, I need to watch that clip and remember, bitch, she's funny.
Oh my God. Okay,
funny.
because we have our background, and then I said, you know what would be, Darby said, you know what would be cute.
Yeah, there we go.
Is if we made a little
There we go.
trampoline. And I've been doing, have you ever heard of YouTube?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people on YouTube that make stuff, and I find it interesting. And so I was like, I bet I could figure out how to make one.
We've been on YouTube for years. You actually won a YouTube drag competition,
Huh?
and you're just now finding out about YouTube.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking to Naomi.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So, and
Back
then,
here?
yes. Yeah.
Don't do our jokes at us.
Okay.
It's so unsettling.
No. Okay. So, and then I said, I bet I could make one. But then Darby said, Curtis is going to do it. So Curtis made this gorgeous trampoline. It isn't what I would have done,
No,
but
listen to
it's
this.
beautiful.
Yes. What I did was a little fucked up. Okay. Because I know that Alexis doesn't have a lot. And so the podcast was supposed to be her thing. And I'm not letting it be her thing
Yeah.
because of, she's not reliable. So she says, I'm going to build a trampoline.
Hey.
Then I woke up in the middle of the night. I woke up in a fright. I went, because I thought of the trampoline she was going to build. Because the first thing she said was cardboard. And I turned to my husband. I says, this is my husband, Curtis. I turned to Curtis and I says this. I said, Curtis, you're building the trampoline. And then instead of asking Alexis, I informed her that she would no longer be building the trampoline.
Yeah. You know
But
what?
didn't he do a good job?
He did a great job. I think I'm going to build one anyway, and we can do a vote.
Okay.
I don't
no, I
even know.
love
I don't want to
that.
hurt Curtis's feelings, but I want to put my hat or my trampoline in the ring.
Can I say that I don't think
Throw
that
my
that's
wig in the ring.
necessarily fair, though, since you already have a model in front of you, so you could just copy that.
No. I wouldn't ever do it like that.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
The Curtis shade
Do
already.
you know what I was thinking about earlier today?
What's up?
Because you used to live in Chicago, and I worked at a cafe, and you would come in.
I think we were 40 steps away from each other.
Truly.
Like I would see you every single
According to
morning.
Grindr,
Like, literally
they
every
were
single
200
morning.
And then I
feet.
moved here, and I got a job at a makeup store, and you would come in there.
all the time.
Both two of the worst top 3 jobs that I've ever had. The top
Really?
3 worst jobs I ever had.
This one is number one.
This one's number 1.
Gotcha.
No. I love this podcast.
Naomi, say that on other podcasts. Aren't you on another podcast right now?
I thought we were riffing.
She came ready. Shit, I should have warmed up.
Okay, so I did customer service
Yeah,
and retail,
and she's bad at both.
and I was bad at both.
Yeah.
What's your impression of me?
Oh, I enjoyed seeing you at both locations.
Oh, that's nice. I enjoyed seeing you too. You'd make me happy.
Yeah, I feel like I would always also come into the makeup store and be like, I
Yeah.
don't even want I never want to be there. I never want to buy new makeup ever. I hate restocking makeup. I do
yeah.
it until like pan.
Oh, for sure.
It's like
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
find myself always, sorry to interrupt my guest, but I do find myself often like I buy new makeup when I've run out and I have to get ready that day.
yes.
You know, like you
Yeah.
run out. And of course, we go to the same places. I love going.
Do you
to-
get scent? Do you get
Rich.
scent stuff?
We were both rich, right?
Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville. I go to Nashville.
Do you get sent makeup and products to use?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, but my favorite gratis package moment is Kimchi Chic Beauty. Whenever they come out with something new, I'm like, I mean, there's
Okay.
also just so much new that she's
All the
doing
time.
that it's impossible to go through everything.
Well, because
We did get one PR package from them. Okay. Oh, let me tell you this.
did?
I never get to wear green because, we green screen all the time. So the green on my eyes today is from the Kimchi Naomi Smalls palette.
Wow.
I love that palette.
we
Two
love
queens,
I just
one
never,
desert.
I just never get to use it.
I wasn't aware that we
I
got
love
a
your face.
package.
You're gorgeous. I miss your old drag face.
Everyone's thinking it. Someone had to say it.
I feel like someone who looks like me could say it. Okay, we love camp.
You know what's crazy? I feel like the entire time I've had a relationship with makeup, it's always changing every single year.
It should.
But the fact that it was on television,
Yeah.
it just like staples it in.
It was
people's
also really
brains.
good.
Oh, yeah.
It was
You
also
know.
really good.
Well,
So
like
that's the
I will
reason
sit in
said it.
front of the mirror and it's like I don't even know. My fingers wouldn't be able to paint like that anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll try and like dip my toe into an AS4 kind of mug and I'm like,
Whoa.
I don't even know.
You don't
What to
remember
do?
What you
Yeah.
did. We do that
Same.
because we don't do it nearly as often as probably
We haven't
you,
done
and
All
then
Stars in
We
forever.
used to.
Yeah.
So we're both when we have like a week without doing makeup, we're both like, I don't remember how to do it.
We will
Any of
inevitably
it.
text and go, hey, we're going to start filming 2 hours after I said.
Yeah.
Because it does take a minute.
Okay, speaking
Who
of,
runs late between two of you, if that even happens?
we both are very understanding. We love canceling and
It's me.
Okay.
postponing.
It's me. Don't lie to
She-
Naomi.
No.
Love
It is
that.
you. It is you, but
Okay.
I don't mind. I'll tell you what. I've got a notes app of things that we'll discuss when we do eventually get into couples therapy.
I want to get in couples therapy with her. I think we need it.
Yeah,
I think we need it.
No, we definitely do.
Yeah.
And one of the things is coming to your house and sitting around until we can start filming.
And when I text you
But I
and,
love
and
that.
say, hey,
That's the
you
other
can
part.
show up at 2:30 if you want, but I'm not going to be ready till 3:30.
Exactly, and
then you
I
show
show
up
up
at
at
3:30.
2:15.
How is that on me?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay.
God.
And then are you done by 3:30 though?
Never.
No.
Now, Naomi, can we jump into really quickly?
Yes.
You are currently podcasting as well.
Oh,
Yes.
You are race
Yeah.
chasing.
Yes, this is my first.
you're a guest. You're a guest chaser.
That didn't feel great to say. I
Race chase-
apologize.
Oh, race chasing.
You were race
Gotcha.
chasing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's what it is.
That's the title. That's the title of the
that's what it
podcast, based on the song about race chasers.
Yes.
Boys or girls who want to have sex with
Or
people
they,
that have been on
them.
Drag Race.
Sorry, Mr. Trump. There's a they,
already-
them still.
We're already leaning in.
Hey, King Trump.
Oh, I apologize.
Now listen, that is a TV show you're on. How's that going?
It's going well. I mean, I got my taste last All-Star season talking about the girls.
Yeah, you had
like,
your own
weekly,
YouTube series.
which I really enjoyed doing that.
I have to admit, I enjoyed watching it.
I felt like it was something new to do. No one's ever talking about Drag Race Weekly. No one's ever giving
No.
their unfiltered opinions.
no.
The first, after her first episode was released, I think it was like around the time that this was starting. We did a twink pageant or daddy pageant. We did one of the
Yeah.
pageants, and she walks into the green room, and I was like, "Oh my God, congrats on your new show!" And she's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm really excited about it." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, you're a drag queen talking on YouTube about RuPaul's Drag Race. How did you come up with that idea?" She didn't know what I was talking about. She's never seen the show, but that's okay, Tamar. Listen. Not everyone can watch the show.
I have a question about another very famous TV show. Did I not see you on a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in the Viper Room?
You absolutely did for a total of 1.5 seconds.
It was a blink, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I knew it was you. You're so beautiful. You were at the Viper Room for Erica Jane's song listening party?
The Dominoes.
Yes.
Is this like an old episode? Or
No,
is
this
new?
just happened like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it was-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like filmed last
Don't
summer.
do that.
Oh, sorry. The grass.
That's
it's so
what it is.
tempting.
That's what it is.
It's so lush.
I
Freshly
love
seeded.
too. Naomi Smalls is her own. You're like you're a mystical person almost. Like you're so magical. Everyone views you as like this larger than life figure, myself included. And I love that I just scolded you like a child, and you went, "Yeah, of course, of course."
Of course.
Oh, relatable.
No, I'm just a very.
How did you get involved in
Yeah.
the Real Housewives?
Oh, it was during Pride, and there's a company named Posse that throws parties all over LA, and they just wanted me to come and perform. In retrospect, I wish I would have done an Erica Jane song.
Oh,
Because
yes.
they literally just was like, just come and do a drag number. And I was like, okay, got
Did you
it.
know that they would be there?
I knew that someone from the cast was going to be there. I didn't know
but you didn't know
all of
Erica.
them
Oh, okay.
were going to be there. And they were going to be fighting the entire time. And
Did they fight?
It was one of the biggest fights
For
in
sure.
recent history.
Who?
For sure.
Kyle and Dorit.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't watched in a couple seasons, a few
Right.
seasons, because I've grown. But let me ask you this. Do we still like Dorit or no?
Okay.
I
think
love
she's
her.
having a season. I think she's having
you
like
watch?
a great, yes. of
I've
course.
always loved her.
We're having a season. We're getting back into mystery.
I could also turn mine off. I'm so sorry. You never know when
you
my
know what?
doctor's
You
gonna
know what?
call.
Swingers, we should all put our keys on the trampoline.
Okay.
I'm down.
Oh my God, if it collapses.
Upside down pineapple.
Ooh. Curtis, look. You did it. Look at it shaking.
Okay, I am gonna actually.
Yeah,
need
that
my
is.
bag.
Is it
am
bendy
gonna take
straws
mine.
as
Here,
the
why don't you
bag?
go ahead
Quickly,
and take yours
Naomi,
back,
if you don't
'cause
mind just
people
grabbing
might
yours
try
real
and
quick.
get
Oh, thank God.
in
Okay.
there.
You have got to get a new case. It stresses me out
Oh, I
every time
know.
I see it. I hate it so much.
Why?
Look at it.
It's falling
Oh,
apart.
you have
It
to.
really is. I just hate technology so much.
Oh,
I
me
hate
too.
it. So,
Wait,
I hate
why?
even
You're so
stepping in-
young. You had internet as a child. What was
Not
that
really.
like?
I feel like I'm like definitely at the cusp. I'm a cusp person.
Are you
You're a
born in the
cuss.
early 90s?
Like I remember dial up.
Yes,
I
Queen. where
remember
Mama Slay.
when DL what is it
DSL.
called? DSL
Dick sucking lips.
DSL was
Mm-hmm.
invented. I had the original Sims. Like I'm definitely a.
You remember 9/11?
I remember 9/11.
Where were you?
I was in I think third grade. And
No, I need to know. Were you in New York City?
I was driving the plane.
Oh no! I knew it.
No,
you
that
are magical.
that can't
Goo
be
goo gaga.
possible
Goo goo gaga. Oops.
in third grade.
No, I didn't know that you had the black box recordings.
Wait, okay.
What?
I want to go back to the housewives because
Oh,
yeah.
did you interact with any of them or was it just kind of a party and they were doing themselves?
Interacted with Erica. Erica was very sweet. I think Erica was the
that's nice.
kindest. I
She
didn't
is
get,
a drag queen.
I didn't get a chance to talk to anybody else except for Sutton and Jennifer.
Yeah,
Was
Jennifer
Sutton drunk?
Tilly.
Wasted.
Love that.
Wasted. Both of them are wasted, but like Jennifer's
yeah.
just like
She's fine.
so cool.
She's got Simpsons money. That's so kind.
She's like the kind of rich that like Kathy is in a way where it's just like you live in the clouds. Like life is just so
The
different.
Simpsons clouds
Yeah,
from the opening
yeah.
credits. That's where she lives.
Very that.
They say that money can't buy happiness, but then I look at Jennifer Tilly and I go, they're lying to me.
She has two houses right next to each other.
Are they both okay?
I don't know. Actually.
Oh, I don't know, but I think Bel Air and Beverly Hills are fine.
Oh, she lives in Beverly Hills. Duh, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
But, like,
Although
I
that's
think
not true because remember when Denise Richards was on and the fires happened in Malibu
Yeah,
and
she
she
lived
lost
in
her
Malibu.
rental home?
I mean, Denise Richards is a person that you're able to have outside of the area code.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
She's going to bring something special.
And
to
Erica used to
everyone.
live in like Pasadena, I think.
Where
When
it
she was
snowed,
with like that old man.
allegedly. to
If you
her.
keep
I'm
hitting this
so
table.
sorry. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Naomi Smalls.
Naomi, here we go. So here's what we do. People ask us questions or they send us stories. We read them out loud and then we discuss them.
Yes.
Okay.
You
so
guys are
this
doing
one
new things for podcasting. It's crazy.
We
Oh my
invented
gosh.
it. We
Yeah.
invented it. Actually, you know what inspired us? There was this girl who on YouTube used to I think she did recaps of All Stars. And she did it by herself, but she had so much energy and you could tell like when she spoke, you could tell she really meant it. She was really into it. And we thought we should bring that to a podcast. A drag queen with excitement about everything around them.
Yeah.
And so
Here we are.
you did this. IMHO is standing on Naomi Smalls' back. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so here we go. This is the first one. Hi. First off, big fan of y'all's YouTube reviews. So happy
Thank
it
you.
is now a podcast.
Wait, are they talking to us or her?
It's to us.
Oh.
It's to both of us.
Okay.
You two three of us have such a great dynamic. Could listen to y'all talk all day. My question is, do either of you have any advice dealing with stage fright or getting over that awkward feeling when performing? I'm not necessarily a shy person. In fact, just the opposite when socializing at the club. But when it comes to being on stage, it's like I freeze up. P.S. Darby's I Will Never Leave You has gone triple platinum in my room for close to 10 years now. And I never fully made the connection that Darby's old name is in fact Darby. Truly my multiverse of madness. Anyways, love y'all and can't wait for more episodes of the pod. Jamie.
Jamie, wait, my name change really confused you that much?
Yeah.
Wow. Was school hard? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, stage fright.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I felt it. As I said it, I felt like Blake Lively. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I have my theory about her, but I think we talked about it recently.
What?
I think she's just trying to be Ryan Reynolds, but she's not funny enough. So she's just mean.
I think she's genuinely a bad person.
I just saw a clip of her the other day saying that she did blackface, but like very casually.
She and Ryan Reynolds got married on a plantation.
Oh,
She's not hiding it.
interesting.
She's not hiding it. Thank you, Trump. All right, stage fright. Naomi Smalls, you are an incredible performer. You have moved down the runway with your leg. You have bent over backwards.
You've probably been all over the world, right?
I bent all over the world for sure.
She bent backwards.
You bent over.
She bent forwards.
You did.
Do you get stage fright?
I get stage fright 1,000%.
Every time?
Every time.
Every
single
time.
Every single time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like though you have such a persona that
You
you come with that you
exude
could just
confidence.
stand there and people would tip
Yeah.
you?
I mean, I hope it comes across like that, and I'm glad it does to you too.
It does.
But
It does.
I honestly think lately I've been like, if there's a spotlight, my nerves are going to be a lot more
Visible.
subdue.
Oh.
As
'cause you
long as
can't
there's a
see.
spotlight.
Oh, because you
can't
can't
see.
see people?
It's not because I can't see. I just know I'm going to look good.
Oh.
Like, I'm not going to like walk into bad lighting.
I have to be honest with you. That's something we don't worry about. I have to be honest with you. We don't worry about that.
Oh my God.
I have never once thought of that. Interesting.
Because like if you walk into a state, like, I mean, no shade to Precinct, love being there all the time. I wish that they would invest in a spotlight because I just like, I look back at videos and I'm like, I was just standing in blue. Like I was standing in blue lighting.
sure.
There was no reason to get ready. I could have spent 45 minutes opposed to 4 hours, you know? And
Is that how
like,
long you do your makeup?
it's like I have to block off for like the whole thing, the whole shebang.
Same.
Wow.
I like to block off a long amount of time.
Like, and be like calm
3
about
to 4
it.
hours. Yeah.
You know?
Because you can go to the bathroom, you can take breaks.
You can
You know,
text.
I pooped this morning and I was in half drag. And it's only because I built in that time to poop,
Right.
okay, that I was able to do so. And I'll have you know, it was messy. Sorry, Annie. Annie, are you still with us? Okay, great. I'm
Annie,
so
are you
sorry.
okay?
Thank you. Stop it. Okay, so how do you get rid of it? How do you get rid of the stage fright? How do you deal with it? Or you just don't?
No, I'm like nervous from like track start to track end because there's always going
only
to be a
feel better when it's
reveal. There's
over.
always going to be
Sure.
something that you're thinking about when you're on stage. It's just like the illusion is to make it look like you're not thinking. And I feel like a spotlight and a cunty beat.
That's all you
Helps.
need.
See, I feel like we're nervous
need to
until
do
we
cunty
get on
beats.
stage
We
and
need to do
then we
cunty
just
beats.
black out.
Yes.
And we don't remember anything that
Can
happened.
I tell you the thing that, like, we all remember different moments that were scary to us, but the one that I honestly blacked out during, like, I remember nothing from it,
Yeah.
and I'm haunted by it.
Were you drinking at the time?
Why not?
Okay.
Was when we got booked for Gloss the first time.
Oh, that was like our second week here. We saw you in the alley.
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
you
so
yelled
nice and
at
said
us as
hello.
we were leaving
Oh,
Heart.
yes. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
You yelled
Yeah.
at us.
Oh, my God. Full
But-
circle.
Full circle alley jerk.
We had, where were we?
We had just come back from, because we moved here and then we immediately went back for Market Days and then we came back.
Oh, yeah.
And did
So we had
Gloss.
just come back from like a 3-day rave. Monkeypox. We didn't have it, thank God. But
We were performing for it.
I have a funny story about that
Your
later.
benefit? Or what was it?
No, it was just Market Days.
You know, Circuit Mom does those like raves. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like,
Nothing.
yes.
Oh, great. Thank you. No, but we were doing Gloss and, you know, we're there with the House of Avalon and we didn't know them that well at the time. And
Lance Bass was there.
Lance Bass, Jojo Siwa,
Jojo Siwa came in and said hello.
Like, how
Eureka
old was
was
she at that
screaming.
time?
She was 19.
Why was she there?
Exactly.
She's JoJo Siwa. Can I tell you though? Alexis and I got there early or on time, which is early for drag queens.
Yeah.
So it's like just us and like Adore, and then Eureka busts in.
Adore the drag queen, not Adore.
You know, Adore has a new hot boyfriend.
Yeah, actor.
He's so hot.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Eureka comes in, and you know Eureka takes up a lot of space in all respects. Like she's loud, she's got emotion, there's a lot happening all the time. And then in walks JoJo Siwa. Of course, JoJo Siwa does not enter a room quietly. Okay, she entered doing this. Oh my God, I love your makeup! Look at everybody's hair! So then Eureka goes, oh no, honey, not JoJo Siwa! It is so much. And we're already just so nervous to be there in general.
Yeah.
And then the girl that was with JoJo Siwa, after JoJo stopped screaming and after Eureka stopped screaming, well, she never stopped screaming, but when the screaming got lower, her friend goes, Alexis and Darby? I love IMHO. And she handed her phone to JoJo Siwa. She just like, they just entered the room and she goes, here, take my picture.
Work.
So she made JoJo Siwa take a picture
It
of
was
us.
fun. It was
That's
Thank you
fierce.
so much,
That's
Miss
actually
Siwa.
really
Isn't that fierce? But being at that show, you know when you plan out, well, I don't know that you plan these out, but I plan out comedy numbers because I'm not a mover. And the bit that you've planned isn't going exactly like you think it should. And you're halfway through the number and you know you've got another minute and a half to
And Lance Bass is there.
and Lance Bass is right there. JoJo Siwa screaming in the balcony. You're just like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? That is when I just completely blacked out. I did this number, America's Funniest Home Videos. You're too young, but
No, you remember. If you remember DSL.
Yeah, no, for sure.
you've got laughs from coast to coast to make you smile. A real light look at each of you to capture all that style. It's the red, white, and blue. All the funniest things you do. America, America, this is you. So I took that and I made it a 5-minute song where I would just keep repeating it over and over. And the crowd, to me, didn't seem like they were getting it. And I blacked out. And I don't remember anything about it. I gotta be honest with you, Jamie, you don't quite ever get rid of the stage fright. I think if you get rid of the stage fright, then you're highly delusional. I think the only people who don't get stage fright are like Aretha Franklin. You know, people who are so well established that I had a friend who ended up going to jail because he got into meth and then somehow that led him to child porn. I don't know. We're not friends anymore. But before he went to prison, he was an event planner in Chicago. So like when faggots would want to do events, they would call this faggot before the meth, obviously. And he booked Aretha Franklin for something. She wanted her money, which was like $100,000 in cash in a purse. So that when she walks in the door, you hand her the purse full of cash. She walks directly to the piano, puts the purse down on the piano, plays a song, picks up the purse, and walks out.
Is that where you got that on your writer? Because I wasn't able to go to the bank.
Right.
So I didn't have time to get the cash in or the purse.
And we noticed by the bag you brought in, you didn't have the chance either. All you need's a tote. All you need's a tote. All you need's a tote.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably the
I
most
do-
bisexual thing about me is that I carry a canvas tote.
Oh, for
Oh.
sure. Mine is that I like to watch bi MMF porn on Twitter. I like the Twitter ones because I feel like you really get it. It's like you're viewing your friends doing it.
What is MMF?
Male, male, female.
Oh, gotcha.
I love seeing a straight man. I love seeing a bi man married to a woman, and they're both so cock hungry. What's that?
That's
What is
hot.
that?
It's hot.
Thank you.
Existence.
Yeah.
I get nervous too. I have to pee every 5 minutes.
That's not nervous.
But
though.
that's also just regular. Do
Yeah.
you pee and drag or you wait till after?
I feel like if I am taped, the urge just is gone.
completely.
Unless I'm
yeah.
drinking heavily.
Do you drink heavily?
And drag?
No, not really.
I haven't really had like a messy drag drunk night in a very long
Oh,
time.
wow. That's fun.
Did you have it though? The last time you had it was it when you were living in Chicago? Chicago's a city that drinks. We drink, baby.
Malort.
I haven't had.
What is that green?
Malort.
Was that green?
No,
It
that's
tastes like
absinthe.
gasoline.
No, it tastes like
gasoline.
yeah, gasoline
It's a
and
Chicago thing.
licorice.
It's disgusting.
I feel like my Chicago liquor memory is just Fireball.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it was so much Fireball.
Yeah, there's a lot of
At
Fireball.
Berlin, at
Scarlet was a big
Scarlet.
one. Yeah.
Everywhere. Oh my God, Scarlet! I forgot about that place.
I know. It
That-
burned down twice.
Did it?
Yeah. It's,
mean,
it's back.
When you put Bryce and AJ in charge of anything. That wasn't shade to Bryce and AJ. That was just a callback.
Okay.
Or not even a callback, just like a shout out.
Well, speaking of unhinged, here's our next question.
Okay.
Okay. Good day, ladies. So excited for the new podcast. I'm a longtime viewer and a big fan of you both. My question is for both of you. What is the most unhinged thing you have witnessed at a gig or a pride event? As someone who doesn't get out much and is extremely socially inept, I have to know sincerely, Nick. What is the most insane thing that we've seen at well, you've probably been to a lot of prides.
Yes.
What is Pride? Oh my God, do y'all want to know something I just learned? You want some queer history?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm James
Pink
Mansfield.
Triangle?
Okay, the guy that coined the term gay pride is the same guy that threw a pie in Anita Bryant's face.
She died recently.
Yeah, she just died.
Oh, wow.
But she was like that anti-gay activist, and there's that very famous clip of someone pieing her in the face. It's the same guy who came up with gay pride.
Do you know what I learned recently?
He died in 1994. His
Harry-
name was...
Do you know what I learned recently?
Yeah.
Harry Houdini died because he got punched in the stomach.
Yeah.
And he wasn't ready
You
for
just
it.
learned that?
Yeah, I thought he was dead because of like a trick gone wrong or whatever.
It kind of was.
A stunt. Because he used to do a thing where he's like, punch me in the stomach, but he would flex.
Well,
and he would, and then one guy was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch you in the stomach. And so he did, but Harry Houdini wasn't ready.
his thing
can
was
die that
getting,
way?
he got
He
shot.
died.
That sounds very
He
Dragon
would
Ball
get
Z.
shot with cannonballs in his stomach. That was like his trick.
Oh,
And
that's
so people would always, at parties or whatever, he'd be like, yeah, you can punch me in the stomach. And I guess it was like a younger guy, like a college age guy. He just saw other people hitting Harry Houdini. So he was like, well, I'll do it. And he didn't tell him.
Oh, but you have to
he
tell
ruptured and
someone
he died.
before you're gonna
That's
puncture.
crazy.
You go by his house all the time, I'm sure. Isn't
Harry
his house?
Houdini?
Yeah, it's on Coldwater. Isn't it Coldwater or is it Laurel?
You know, I got
When you go up
punched
in the
one
hill?
time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's like a
waiting
giant,
for
really
the
scary
bus.
statue of him.
Is it
On
occupied?
Coldwater. Yeah, it's like a museum now or something.
I think it's Laurel Canyon. You
Yeah.
know,
This is the
one-
guy who does tricks, right? Houdini?
He did tricks, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Tricks
he
and stunts
and then
and
he got
stuff.
tricked. The ultimate trick, which is death. You know, I got punched one time waiting for a bus in Chicago.
That's so funny.
Like, was it a mugging or was it like just like crazy?
No, a
person?
guy
just
just walked
deserved
off
it.
the bus. Oh, a guy walked off the bus, and I think he was mad about something else, and he just punched me. And then I got on the bus. I
Punched
was
you
like,
where?
in the stomach. Harry Houdini. I'm lucky to be alive. And then I got on the bus. And
Magic.
And then I got on the bus, and I looked at the bus driver, and I was like, "Did you see that? That guy just." Well, I was out of breath. I was like, "Did you see that? That guy just punched me." And the bus driver was like, $250 or whatever,
If the two of you keep hitting this table, I will come over there.
and be unhinged. Which brings us back to our question, Naomi, and only Naomi. What is the craziest and most unhinged thing you've seen at a gig or a pride event?
I think it was like DC Pride 2017, 2018, one of those.
Okay.
What a good year.
Bob and I were brought in to perform at their big Capitol Pride
The
moment.
inauguration.
Oh my God, you were there for the inauguration. Thank you so much for being there.
This was definitely the Obama years.
Oh, fun.
Good times.
When Bob and we were sharing a trailer. Well, there was two trailers. I was in the left, Bob was in the right. And
Brag.
after our set, they were like, all right, you guys need to leave. And then like they started like knocking like a lot on the doors, like you guys need to leave. And we're like still like cooling down
yeah.
from performing in like June and outside. Disgusting. But Meghan Trainor was performing, I guess, after us.
Oh, they wanted you.
And they were trying to clear us out like Meghan Trainor was the Dalai Lama. And this was, I think all she had
She
out,
does have really good thoughts.
all she had out that time was like,
All about that bass.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that was it.
Okay, but for gay famous, that's pretty famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a track.
Yeah.
Bob, though, being iconic, Bob
Yeah.
was just giving it right back to them. No, how dare you? Like, we need our time. You hired us to be here. Like, treat us with respect. And that was just like the most unhinged thing I've ever seen, but most iconic thing I've ever seen at
I
a
love
Pride
That's brilliant.
festival.
That's brilliant. I remember like the first time I did Pride Fest in Chicago, Jennifer Hudson was performing. And so they booked like a bunch of drag queens. This is like pre-Gia Gunn on Drag Race, but I think she'd already
won the
filmed it.
Roscoe's pageant.
Yeah. Sorry, just everyone's to catch everyone up. She'd already beat Alexis at Roscoe's. Thank
Yeah.
you, Alexis, for keeping me
And
grounded.
shout out to Roscoe's.
And so it's like, no joke, at least 12 drag queens in one trailer because there were 3 trailers, but 2 of them were for Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
So we're all like shoved in this trailer. It starts pouring down rain. We all did like one number and then it started pouring down rain. So they're like, okay, you got to wait, like hang on. But we can't leave because Jennifer Hudson has now entered and no one is allowed to enter or leave as like a safety thing. So we can't leave. We have to stay in the trailer, but there's too many of us for this small trailer. And they hand us like this giant tray of meats, like of deli meats.
Oh, charcuterie.
This was just deli meat. Is that charcuterie?
There was no cracker.
There was no crackers. It was just that. There were 2 divas in that whole trailer. And I mean, these are all girls that we know and love today. And I think that's wonderful. And everyone was very well behaved. We were all just trying to make it through. We were all kind of mad at Jennifer Hudson for a second. We got over it. Anyway,
Oscar winner, Sex and the City star.
there were 2 people.
Louis Vuitton.
There's a picture of me that was on what was it? What's the paper in Chicago?
The red eye.
A letter?
No.
No
What's the
idea.
big paper?
Oh, the Tribune.
Sun Times or the Tribune, one of them. It's a picture of Jennifer Hudson waiting to go on stage, and I'm off her shoulder going,
In full drag?
yes, because I just wanted to get a kebab. Anyway.
You had a whole tray of deli meats.
Just meat, no stick. I said kebab. Anyway, there was one girl who wasn't even booked to be there, and she was being the biggest diva.
And she was also in full drag?
She was being the biggest diva, which was so funny. But Gia Gunn, I tell you what, we're in this trailer. We're all just trying to like cool down and whatever. And Gia's in the back going, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Which, similar to Bob, she was right.
Mm-hmm.
It was. However, she's yelling at us. Like the only people in the trailer are the other drag queens who are stuck inside.
Oh, wow.
And so we're all just like, here, do you want some deli meat?
Now she's yelling on TikTok Live. Listen,
Just one more like, and one more heart, one more rose. What did they do on TikTok Live?
I don't know.
Galaxy.
I'm scared.
Galaxy,
of it.
Galaxy,
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
This wasn't a Pride event, but it was at a Celine Dion themed drag show. And there was a drag queen there. She was doing the song "'Cause I'm Your Lady." And before she went on, she had douched
Where?
in. I don't know where she inserted the water, but when during the "'Cause I'm Your Lady," she hunkered down. She was wearing like a white nightgown. She like hicked it up,
It's like a Titanic
and
thing.
she pushed her bloomers down, and she let loose on the tiny stage.
hoisted
this was
her
in
butt into
Berlin.
the air.
Rest in peace. No. The first time was down. I was there. I saw it, and I felt it.
Wait, the one where poop came out?
So listen, the first time she did this, she did down, and then she went up on her hands,
Yeah.
sort of like handstand but legs on the pole, and then
She was, like, on
she
the back of her
shot it
back.
into the air.
Yeah.
But she didn't tell anybody. So there was no tarps, there was no
Ew.
towels ready or anything. And so the rest of the show, they just did it in the audience because they didn't want to go on the stage.
So this is a drag queen who no longer does drag. She was flown in by T to do the
Performance
show. There is a
artist.
picture. It's one of my favorite pictures. It's me and Valentine Adams. And we're watching, like we're in the audience watching. And someone took a picture of us right when the water started to come out. And we're both going, and then poop came out, okay? And so after the poop came out, the host of the show approached this queen and was like, hey, so that's not cool. I would have put down a tarp. Now you have put like your bodily fluids on the stage. We can't use the stage because it has to be cleaned. Like that sucks that you did that. She's like, okay, fuck this. I want to go home. I want to leave right now. Change my flight. She made the host of the show change her flight to a red eye. Wow. She left Chicago that night.
Yeah.
She pooped on the Berlin stage and said, "I'm done."
And she's never been seen or heard from again.
She did stop doing drag
I either
shortly after.
heard this story before and blacked it out, or have never heard this story. But I
Yeah.
know everyone involved.
Yeah.
And I can totally see it happening.
It was
at Berlin.
It was wild. And it wasn't that much poop. I just want to be clear.
No, no,
okay?
no.
I want to be
It was-
clear.
it
Unlike
was
her
water.
water. Let me be clear. Unlike her water. Thank you. I finally got one. I needed that.
Should I watch House of Cards?
No.
I just actually watched that for the first time.
Should I watch it?
Once Kevin
Isn't that
Spacey
Kevin
was not
Spacey?
in it,
Yeah.
did notice.
then no.
Oh, don't insult our guest. Is it good? Well, you know, Bronwyn. Do you watch The Real Housewives, or do you
Yes.
just be on it?
No, I.
Do you know?
Do you just be on
Do you
it?
know Salt Lake City, Bronwyn? She named
Yes.
all her dogs after the characters from House of Cards.
Oh, is that all those boxers? Yeah. That's what they are? I did not know that.
Yeah, I love her.
I love her too.
Did you watch
I have
the
not
no-
seen the reunion yet.
Okay. Oh, I accidentally woke up at 6 a.m. and watched it. Do you-
Accidentally.
Yeah. Do you watch New York?
Yes. I'm behind 2 episodes, and I hear that the 2 final episodes are amazing.
Okay,
Stick
this
with
isn't a
us,
housewife.
everyone.
This
Stick
isn't a
with us,
housewives
everyone.
podcast. Okay, all right. This is the last one.
I just
Okay.
want to say also at Berlin nightclub, I saw a pup bent over and a queen lick peanut butter out of the pup's ass.
Oh, yeah.
remember that?
Oh, my
Yes, I
God.
do. Who was that?
It's pulp. I think it was crunchy peanut butter, which I think is my least favorite part of that story.
I'm a creamy
crunchy.
peanut butter
Yeah.
all the time, especially when I'm licking it off people's buttholes, but never crunchy.
Okay, why don't you go hit the next question for us there,
Okay.
Babbles?
Okay.
So horny. For
Okay,
peanut
how do
butter.
you, this is the last question. How do you balance the drag you with the genuine you when it comes to dating, romance, sex, etc.? How do the 2 personalities compare and contrast? Signed, Angela Mansberry.
I'm obsessed with her last name.
Drag you and genuine you.
You got some little man's berries down there, Angie. That's funny.
Oh, you love Angela Lansbury.
I do. She should have been Angela Mansberry if she knew
Yeah.
what was right for her. Anyway, she's dead. Now I'm married. Okay, very successfully.
Angela Lansbury.
Very successfully. Very successfully. So I met my husband when I started drag. Like he came to the second drag show I ever did.
Really?
He's stuck
Stop.
with you through
Yeah. I
did
so
not know
much.
that.
So I've never had to separate dating.
Do you
Go
feel
ahead.
like a different person?
Is this entertaining to anyone? I feel like we're just giggling. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, do y'all feel like different? Do you feel like your character is a drag character, or do you feel like it's just like you, but pretty?
I feel like it's just me, but prettier with
Yeah.
a bigger afro.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Same. My afro is humongous in
sure.
drag.
Mm-hmm.
I say that I'm very different as I'm the same as Darby as I am Drew.
I feel like you are.
Well, my husband disagrees.
Well, because
So
he
I've been
gets
married.
all of you. He sees.
He gets it all,
He
baby. Oh, that's the thing. My husband went out of town to go watch some of his favorite jam bands. And so what I want to do for the next 3 days that he's gone is obviously I'm going to edit. And then I'm just going to do a bunch of gummies and watch movies and just get really freaked out. So if you want to come do gummies with me, let me know.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
when
down.
I
Okay.
I have some time in my schedule. I can.
No, you're so busy. Remember you said you wanted to decorate that corner in your room. She did say that.
I did. I
did say that.
I have 2 corners. Wait, that's not.
She literally today she goes,
I have 2
I've
corners.
got 2
in my room.
corners
I
in my
have
room.
space now, and 2 of the corners I want to decorate.
What was this question?
Oh, the dating.
How do you do? Do you date? Are you
Do you have
dating anyone
hard-
right now?
Do you have a hard time dating
Do you
because
want
you're
us to
famous?
not ask you about
Do you want us
this?
to
Oh,
ask
no,
you
I
about
mean,
this?
I'm fine.
I'm gonna ask
Do
you
you
about
date?
I
this.
am.
You're
I would
famous.
say
How
as
is
far
that?
as like on paper, I'm single. Like I'm not like committed to anybody, but I am dating.
Do you want to be married someday?
I thought I used to, but I don't know about anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm successfully married, but we didn't get married until year 12
Oh wow.
or like year 10.
Yeah, they had to.
I'm
wait.
sure like when it made sense. Right.
Well, we were going to move. We were going to leave Chicago, and we don't have any friends here. So we thought we should probably get married where we have friends. And so we did. And then we moved here, and it was like, oh, well, fuck. Look what we did. Might as well stay married, I guess.
Have you ever been married?
I've never been married.
Cool, me neither.
I've had A few boyfriends
Naomi
over. Oh, sorry.
fucking
I've had a few
Smalls.
boyfriends over the years. I've never had a boyfriend that lived in Los Angeles.
I met one
Oh.
boy. And the entire time I've known you, I met one boy in Chicago. He was blonde, tall.
Do you like to date? Oh, you like to date people that don't live in your hometown?
Was he boyfriend or was he date?
No.
Sorry, I forgot. He was your masseuse, right?
Yeah.
You can't
yeah,
wink
yeah.
on a podcast if
Helga.
you're not
For those of you
watching.
listening, I'm winking.
She winked.
I winked.
No, I'm sure you've met. Yeah. I think the first twink pageant, I was still with my ex-boyfriend. But I have noticed that guys will try and play off that like they don't care about the drag factor as far as like not like they dislike it, but it's just like, oh, I've never cared about the show. I've never watched you on the show. But then like you start peeling back onions and seeing their mutual followers and and then even in the comments, it's like, oh, you know.
They're a race chaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
You
I
should
think
do that
Di-
show. Have you ever
diet
thought about
chaser.
it?
I will definitely give it some
Check it
thought.
out.
I think I've noticed though, I like when someone is a fan because I'm a fan of drag. Like I just love all forms
Even
of
after
drag.
all
You
these
really
years
are.
of
I
doing
mean,
it?
You really are.
I'm here,
You're
obviously.
here, you're queer, we're used to it. But you do, like, no, one thing I do love about Naomi is that whenever I do see you at an event where you're not, like, performing, like the twink pageant or whatever, you always show up in drag. You're like, I would prefer to show up in drag because I love doing drag. That's
Yes.
really nice because I work with someone very closely who hates doing drag. And it's really difficult to try and do multiple shows.
I think she's trying to find her way back to loving drag.
Is she?
It's tough. When you're
I wish she'd
before-
find her way
should we
back
get her on
to
the phone?
earrings. Can we find her way back to
I
earrings?
think her phone's on airplane mode.
Okay, well.
You can't see my ears today. You don't know that I'm not wearing earrings.
I can see your ears. What are you talking about?
I know. I always get on Meatball about the earrings too.
The only reason I wear earrings is because when we were getting ready for the Queer Teas, the year that we won, thank you, we were getting ready at Willem's studio with Joshua Aponte. And we thought we were ready. And Joshua's like, what earrings are you wearing? And we were like, we don't really wear earrings. And he was like, what? And then Willem goes, you have to wear earrings. And because Willem and Joshua bullied me that day, I've never not worn earrings.
And now she likes to bully me about it.
Yeah. You were there too. You could have taken the note.
Sometimes
It's been 2
bullying
years.
works.
Sometimes bullying
Sometimes
works.
it works. Okay, so that is the end of our questions. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. That was so nice.
Thank you for your questions. We do have a brand new segment.
Yeah.
And it comes with a brand new jingle.
You're here for the first brand new segment.
Gosh.
Okay.
And the mug.
And the mug, and the trampoline, and the grass.
Okay, here
Mugs
we go.
available at IMHO the podcast.
Oh, wait.
Dot
dragqueenmerch.com.
I guess we could do that.
Okay, this is our new segment called Death Equals Lady.
Stunning. Is that both of you harmonizing?
No. Did you record that outside? Why does it sound like that? Could you not
What do you
hear?
mean?
Could you not hear yourself as you recorded the harmonies?
No.
Because you're doing different times.
Huh?
Okay. So I'm so excited. So I love telling death stories. I don't love that death happens. It's so sad. But if it's kind of fucked up, that's fun to talk about. So we're starting a new segment called Death Equals Lady. And how many people emailed their death stories?
We have more death stories than other right now.
Okay.
I would say we've got like 40 emails and maybe more than half of that
Our death
stories.
I haven't heard a single one. This is going to be fresh.
Okay. Do you want me to
Here's what a
read it
death
or do you want to
story
read
is,
it? I
like-
feel like I've been reading all
When
day.
people die.
Like someone close to you,
Oh, I'll
someone
do
that
it.
you knew died. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or you just like know of a really like weird one. Like I told
Have
one
you ever
about
seen a dead body?
No. A corpse.
Just your
like
dad.
a cadaver.
A cadaver.
Yeah, like you know, like you go to like
that's sad.
a lab and they pull out the cadavers.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Why?
like it was like a biology field trip kind of thing.
You took a field trip to look at a dead body.
I think we went to USC, something like that, and they had like the lab and it saw like brains and
Okay, I would like to do
cadavers
that.
and-
Can I go?
Oh my
I'll be a
God.
doctor.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel more confident in myself, so I might quit drag and become a doctor. Is that something I can do?
easily.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like probably next year.
Hi, gals. I heard you were open to death stories for the pod, so here's mine. I work at an old folks' home. Well, fuck. That's going to be full of death. For 2 years, trauma, and cared for an 80-something extremely Christian lady named Loretta. Okay, that's so cut. I love
That's such
that
an old lady name.
Right? She could not move well on her own and was wheelchair bound. She always talked about meeting God soon, et cetera, anytime I had talked to her. One morning, I opened the door to her room with her breakfast. She had somehow moved herself out of bed, kneeling beside her bed in a praying position, back to the door. I walk over and I go to gently shake her awake, and she is stiff as a board, dead. I run out of the room and to the nurse's station and try to play it off like, haha, I don't think Loretta's okay. Can someone check on her? Because I have anxiety and thought that saying I found her dead would be too dramatic. I don't know. The nurses check and say she had been dead for hours. So this woman somehow gained the ability to get up out of bed at 3 a.m., knowing she was on death's door, and used her final strength to kneel and pray at her bedside and scare the shit out of me. Traumatized me for good. I also got a flat tire while driving on my way home from work that day. I can't afford therapies, so this was nice. Congrats on the new podcast. Obsessed with y'all.
No.
Caden.
That body was stiff, but that tire was not.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to work in old folks' homes as a kid. I thought I'd be real. I'm really good with old people because they're like babies. I also just... The idea of finding one is not exciting. That's not the word I'm using. I wouldn't use that word, but it's interesting. When my grandmother died, okay, she was 92, and you were a baby. You were goo-goo-guying in the airplane. She was like a crazy Christian woman too. She read the Bible 76 times all the way through. She was a miserable woman.
She says.
Horrible woman. Anyway, my dad found her in bed, and she was like getting out of bed. Like she had the covers pulled back and she was like frozen, like she was getting out of bed. So of course my dad says she was going to meet Jesus. In her final moments, she was getting out of bed to meet Jesus. No, she wasn't. She was getting out of bed to go to the phone or like go to the bathroom. She was dying. You think she was getting out of bed to meet Jesus? Anyway, my dad still hasn't met Jesus. Hopefully this year though. You've been following the storyline for about a year now. He's not doing well, but he's doing fine enough. Go meet Jesus, you bitch.
Did your dad watch?
Yeah, he's a big fan. Huge.
He's a patron.
Loves it. Yeah, thank you so much for all the extra money, Daddy. Anyway, yours is dead, right?
My dad is dead. Yes.
Sorry about that.
No.
He died in 2016.
That was a great year for me, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, not for you, though, it sounds like. Sorry
No.
about that.
Yeah, no, I had like 2 deaths back to back. Are we talking about death?
That's how
Is
it
that what we're
happens.
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it
Okay,
happens.
gotcha.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You can't tell that it's
Was it
suddenly
before you
switched?
got on TV the first time or after?
My brother, who's like 2 years older than I am, he passed like,
Your brother died?
yes, he passed like a month before the cast announcement. And then my dad passed like 6 months after.
That's horrible.
It was crazy. It was like it was a wild year of death.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was my first experience with it. So I feel like your first experience with like someone close to you is just like
It's too
the
much.
world switches.
100%.
You start to like have a different way of outlook.
You just don't even, because you've never thought of death as anything but like an abstract concept to that point.
For sure.
My husband's father died last year or a year ago, which is last year.
Did you have
And
a better relationship than you do with your dad?
anybody has a better relationship with their dad. You know, he was very supportive. He was a very sweet man.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
my husband was like 36 at the time, 35, 36, and I like him young. It really fucked him up. Like, because it was his first experience with death, and
Yeah.
it was like so scary for him. But his whole view of the world has changed. I, on the other hand, have been hoping for those moments. So I viewed it as a way to grow personally, grow in the amount of bodies I see. I've seen a few.
Like on the road?
No, in person.
Like, oh, I guess I'm only thinking like the only person
Car
I could see.
accidents?
Yeah, the car accident or maybe like a homeless person that's maybe not homeless. They're just dead.
I found one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
at Addison and Broadway in front of the Walmart market that's now a storage facility.
I kind of wish there was a Walmart in Los Angeles.
There is
one right
across
Where?
the street.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Burbank.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're in Burbank right now.
Should we like this?
Yeah, it's across the street.
People at Walmart.
People of Walmart, here we are. Okay, I have to say this. I love judging people. I hate the people of Walmart account thing. People are just living their lives trying to buy their groceries. If you go on a TV show and wear women's clothing, you should be made fun of by internet people. But if you're just at Walmart trying to buy your family, I don't know, what do they sell there? Nuts. You're trying to buy your family some nuts. You should not be afraid that you're going to end up on an account.
They sell fabric there.
At Walmart?
Yeah.
You should go.
Oh, really?
I've gotten some fabrics there.
I feel like the people who are photographed are not expecting
No, it's so mean.
to be photographed. I guess that's right. That was a learning.
Look at me. I'm changing your mind.
You are.
I'm making you a
You
better
are.
person.
I had to be, because I, was on the come up of like the Snapchat and everything, and I had to be told like it's not cool to like take photos of random people and post them on the internet.
Oh no, that was
There was a
There was a
moment.
moment where that was like hot guys of a lot of Tumblr accounts based on just
Okay,
snapping
now
pics
the
Dilfs of
hot
Disney.
guys reading.
Dilfs of Disney.
Hot guys
Yeah.
reading and Dilfs of Disney. Now that feels different.
Yeah, you're praising
It
them.
feels
No,
like
but
they know what
even
they're
so,
doing.
what if
Yeah.
they're in?
They know they're
What
so
if
hot.
they're in witness protection and you just blew their cover?
Okay, if you're in witness protection and you're that hot,
Why are
you
you
can't
at
leave your
Disneyland?
house.
Yeah,
Why are you outside? You draw attention to yourself.
yeah.
Do you think hot people who go into witness protection have to get ugly?
And I think they just put
What a
glasses on.
nightmare.
They'd have
Oh
to.
my gosh.
Wait.
Naomi,
Oh my God.
where did you go? And who are you?
Who is this ugly woman?
Who's this nerd?
What nerd?
Oh my
Who let
God.
this dork in here?
Does it ruin the look?
No,
No.
it looks beautiful.
There's not
They're
a
for
single
you.
thing you could do.
Oh my gosh, for me,
Well, I put them on for you, because you do.
She got so excited.
Naomi.
She thought she was getting free glasses.
sorry.
And she
no,
took it away.
No, that's what I knew. I knew what you meant. You put them on in my honor.
Yeah,
because I
do
wear
that.
glasses.
Yeah.
The one day I didn't bring any.
Well, you can wear these ones for now.
Oh, thank
Those
you.
are going to look so good.
Wait, these are heavy. What are these?
They're probably real. And now we have time for our final segment that she keeps wanting
you
to
go.
do.
The P stands for People of Walmart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so prepared.
You know how on the show, she says, "Hi, I'm Alexis P. Bevels." The P today stands for.
Yeah.
I wanna
She's decided
explain
in the
myself.
podcast
But she was
that
so
she
quick
wants to do it at the
today.
end.
So
Exactly,
I'm
because you're always
convinced
complaining
that, you
that I
actually
don't
add
have a
and
P.
edit in some space time to make her look bad. And now I'm convinced because that was really quick.
That's exactly what she
No!
does, Naomi. Thank you for
No.
And
uncovering
I think
this.
you need to take a really deep, hard look at yourself.
Can I tell you? I picked up her mirror just to check real quick, and I was like, "This mirror has never seen a face like this."
No, it's also filthy.
It was so sad.
Oh my
Here.
gosh. No, I want to
Put it
do
in
my
breath.
P's at
Oh,
the
shit,
end
it's
because I
broken now.
want to take the P's from the
You look like-
conversation.
You look like you have glaucoma.
You look hot.
Glaucoma is a beautiful name for a baby girl.
That's so true. That's so true. Well, Naomi, thank you so much for being here.
God, thank you
I
so
can't
much for
believe you
having
came
me.
all
Thank
the
you
way
for
to
having
Burbank.
Long
just
overdue.
for
I mean, thank you
us.
for. Oh!
Waiting.
And just know that
Making it
I will be
happen.
high and alone for the next 3 days if you
Okay.
need to escape.
You need to Marie Kondo my life still. I think about that all the
It's my
time.
dream.
Get
It's my
in
dream.
line.
I've
She's been
decided
trying to do
when,
that for
when
me
this falls
forever.
apart because she dies of
Glaucoma.
when the Glock finally takes her. Oh,
Death equals lady.
death equals lady. Sorry, you're not a child in a school. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyway, I want to do a show. Is anyone listening? NBC. Are you listening? I want to organize drag queens' lives. I love a container. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever seen a clear container filled with drag stuff?
Sparkly.
Yeah.
Sparkly. It's so good. I have been into people's closets where they have shoe boxes holding things. I'm sorry. Are you a borrower? Do you not have access to
Don't bring
Bright
borrowers
Room?
into this. You know how much I love borrowers.
Do you?
I love them.
Those little tiny things, right?
Why would I know that?
Yeah.
They're like kind of hairy,
Don't you know? No, they're just
Weasley
little.
looking. Oh.
No, you're
Wait,
thinking
they're
of,
people?
Yeah, have
I'm
you
thinking
never
of the
seen the
rescuers.
borrowers?
It's like very like the.
They're just little people.
What is that other one? It's like the. I'm going to say that in the cupboard. Do you remember that thing? It was like.
No, that's
Do you know what? You know
Oh,
what
yes.
I
Well, we can't say it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
a
We've
book.
grown past it,
That's a
Naomi.
book. No.
There goes Naomi again, creating problems.
Mhm. Me and my big mouth.
Okay, speaking of
That's
big and
going
little,
in the folder that's usually
can
me
you
saying
can you talk
problematic
about this,
things.
or is this a Patreon only thing?
What do you mean?
I think it might be Patreon only, so we'll do it at the end.
What do you mean?
No, I have an idea, but we'll do it in Patreon only.
Okay.
Because you're gonna love it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you again, Naomi. For
man.
and you know what? Let's not ask her. How can people find her? People know how to find Naomi Smalls.
Well, is there anything you want to to plug, or
plug.
anything?
To plug, I hope you guys are interested in these glossy lips continuing to talk and hop around pods and voice this opinion, because that's honestly all I know how to do.
And it's so good because your voice is so melodic. You know, every time you get excited
It's
about something,
lovely.
it raises.
What's your most
falls.
homosexual opinion?
My most homosexual opinion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Douching is necessary.
Okay.
Hot take.
As someone who is a part of a very successful marriage, no, it's not.
Bye.
Oh, you want to do it? We'll find out. Oh, we'll find
I've
out.
always said if you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns every once in a while.
And those horns are full of shit. Thank you,
just
everyone.
state
We'll
of
see you next
mind.
week.
pee for poop.
Bye.
It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the show.